if you watch the previous video, this video will be helpful as well, because I run into a weird issue when trying to save all of these titles that I was creating as new groups. Well, not groups, but to save them as the titles that you can drag and drop from the effects tab right here, these are the titles. Now that you're seeing these, they are a little bit more produced. You can see them around. Now, one thing that this is beta 20.3. One thing that I noticed they added or they fixed maybe was that now you can actually work on the 150% UI resolution, and you can still open the inspector and have the vertical window open or viewer open, because that was not possible in the previous one, at least not in 20.1. Now, another thing I noticed was that right now on the previews for the vertical videos, they are actually really zoomed in. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe I'll figure out another way to solve that after I figure out why that is happening. Okay, now let's jump into what's important. So the process to save these as groups is actually pretty simple. All you have to do is you select these and then right click, settings, and save as. Now, there was a little bit of a problem with these because when I was dragging the text right here, let me just drag and drop these already, and you will see what the issue is already. If I open these in Fusion, by default, we will have two media out nodes. And the problem here was in the code that the media out was actually showing that the keyframe stretcher was the source clip for it. So in the code, this media out was shown as if it was like this for some reason. The problem is that when you were dragging into the edit page right here, the animations were not working there because some weird connection issue that was happening because of that. So what was the solution for these? Now we'll still have these media out that is gonna come into here when you drag and drop that title into your edit. But the way to do this or to solve that is because if you were to leave it like that, the animations were not gonna work. Only the template animations were gonna work. And if you had anything else, like here, for example, that we have this displacement that is working right here, it will look like these. The animation will look like this in the edit page. It will not look like this. So, enough rambling. Let me show you. Electricity almost went out. Damn it. Okay, enough rambling. What you want to do is you're going to grab these media out that says media out 1. You're going to press F2, rename these to media out without any name. And then you can save these as a group from here. Or what I ended up doing is these. You just grab these nodes, press Ctrl C to select all of them. Now let's go and open VS Code right here. And I'm going to press Ctrl V and that will be saved right there already. You can just rename these to the title that you want to use and then save these into this structure folder where you're going to have your DRFX file. And that is basically how then when you drag and drop any of these titles into the edit page right here, although the formatting of the clips that I had right here did not carry over in this case for the generators, I'm not sure if there is a way to add a color right here to these. That would be cool. But now the actual animation works and you still have the ability to make any of the adjustments and the changes for the actual settings that you have here for the custom settings, and they will actually be shown. But if you open this in Fusion, you will see that there's the two media outs. Just make sure that these media out, maybe I didn't mention that, but if this one, when you're creating or saving your macro, is set to 1, make sure to leave that at 0 first. So change it to 0 and then take out the name, the 1 from the name. That way we're ignoring these one. And I'm not sure what happens if you delete these right now. Nothing happens, but if you were trying to save it again, the same issue happens again. I spent like 4 hours trying to figure out that last, yesterday morning. And that's why it was just like, not stressing, but I was just getting a little bit frustrated because that was such a sort of like dumb little issue that was happening, right? So yeah, now the titles are ready. I still have to do a few things for the actual product page, but there's a few people that have already gotten the pack and have requested, so they basically have early access. So if you want early access, you can go to my Instagram and check out the story. I've shared the link there, or just DM me and I'll share the link with you. because the first 10 people to get these are gonna get a special treat for a future pack that I'm working on for sound stuff that is gonna be combined with this one. So, and those people are gonna get it for free. Now, another idea that I got was like, as you know, I have this desk mat. I'm not sure you're gonna be able to see it right now. The desk mat that I shared a couple of weeks ago. And I'm thinking I'm gonna do a giveaway to the people for the people that get these. The idea that I got was like, okay, it would be cool to do a giveaway to the for the people that get these pack, right? Because not many places that sell or that produce digital products have some sort of like physical product that you can then buy as well or just win. And I just thought that would be a really cool idea. Now, the only issue here is that I think these, I'm not sure if they only ship to US and Europe or maybe only in the US. So I have to figure that out first. Although if you have a courier like I did, then you can just send it to your courier and then they will take it to your country. But then the shipping is pretty expensive. The shipping actually costed me more than the actual mat itself to bring to where I'm at right now. But that's beyond the point right now. But I'm thinking about doing that sort of like giveaway. I don't know if it's going to be sort of like every 10 people that get these pack, I'm going to add one desk mat to the giveaway, or maybe every 20 or maybe every 50, or just do like 3 for every 100. I want to get 100 people to get, I want 100 people to get this pack on the first month of the launch, right? So that would be the goal. Let me know if you have any ideas or thoughts on the disc mat giveaway situation and what we should do about these. I mean, I still haven't made a video showing you exactly what it looks like, right? But and there were a few people that wanted to get these already. So yeah, but that is the little tip that's related to the previous video that I think it will be helpful for you or anybody that is trying to make or wanting to make some sort of like preset titles. At least that is how it's working right now in 20.3. I don't know why I decided to build it in this version, but I just said, why not? And I just started, then I just kept going from there. Now, if you want me to send you the link to these titles, DM me on Instagram and I'll send them to you right away. That is it. Bye.